Hello.
Hello.
Eric Clapton doing promotion, doing interviews. That's not very obvious, very current.
No, it's not. It's something I've never done before, in fact. The reason is that I love this album and I really would like it to do well. So I'm trying to get the message across, that's all.
So do you force yourself actually to speak to journalists and meet people?
It's not so hard. It's something that I've always dreaded doing because I don't think I had a fairly arrogant attitude in the old days about music, that is, that it should speak for itself. But the marketplace is full at the moment, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of people selling records, making records. So I think if you want your record to, if you want people to be aware of what you're doing, you have to go along and sell it as well.
So there's the conditions of the market that sort of...
That brought me out, yeah. I don't want it to be, you know, I don't want people to be unaware of this record. It's a good record.
Is that because the latest LP did quite well, didn't it?
Yeah.
So
there's no, it's just that I really want this one to do even better, or the best it can.
Yeah. So yeah, why did you have this arrogant attitude in the past? Can you, looking back to it?
I've always had that attitude. I mean, it was even worse when I was in my early 20s, and I really probably was happier if no one bought my records, or you know, it's like it's too good. If it doesn't sell, that means it's too good. You know what I mean? But you grow out of that, you know.
So what does that mean? Is that all the God stuff? Did it go to your head, and you really felt you were?
Probably. I don't know. I don't think that it was that so much. It was just I was very purist about my music then. It was very dogmatic.
And did you have bad experiences with journalists, or?
Yeah, I've had a lot of misquotes over the years, and I think anything you say to the press can be, you know, depending on what they want, really, can be taken and twisted, or, you know, you get that thing where you get the headlines editor will pick out a little phrase and put it at the top of the article and make it into something completely different, taken out of context. I don't really, I think the press in England is actually quite a difficult situation to deal with. You know, to be very careful there.
You mean New Musical Express, all this snobbish type
no,
of...
No, not necessarily the music press, just not really the music press at all, more the daily press is, they're sensationalists, you know. So you have to be fairly careful.
Did you have to suffer from that in these days where some of your habits provoke problems? Is that the case?
I think really they just like to find out things about your private life and then blow them up. You know, what would, you know, ordinary little kind of indiscretions for most people, for celebrities, are big things, you know, and they can make big stories out of that. I mean, Ian Botham is a great example. I don't know if you know about the cricketer Ian Botham. I mean, he's had a very hard time over very kind of little things that most people would get away with. So,
have you actually been on the first page of the Sun?
No, not yet. I don't ever want to be either. Thank you. No.
So before we talk about the new LP, let's talk about these things. Like, for instance, I was telling you about this Chuck Berry.
Yeah.